Late breaking news yesterday: New York Congressman Jamaal Bowman lost his re-election, or his Democratic primary last night by a pretty significant margin to this gentleman right here.
By the way, this is George Latimer. Look at he has one eye on Bowman and one eye on the ceiling fan.
You ever see Happy Gilmore? He's the guy from Happy Gilmore. With the screw in the head.
Oh, man. Steve Buscemi.
No,
Steve Buscemi played the
Oh,
character.
yeah, crazy.
One eye on the future, one eye on the present.
Oh, my God, that's so
But he just lost
funny.
to that guy. That guy is a centrist Democrat. He is now going to run against whatever Republican is propped up in that district to try to challenge, but there's no chance. So essentially, George Latimer is the new Democratic congressman from New York.
Who got a lot of money from AIPAC, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me speak on
I want to
that.
hear this. Go.
So Jamaal Bowman is now the first member of the squad to lose his office.
Good for him.
All the other ones, AOC won her primary last night, so she's fine. Nobody's touching Tlaib. Nobody's touching Omar. Ayanna Pressley, Cori Bush, Hakeem Jeffries, they're all fine. But Bowman managed to lose. I wanted to show these quick clips from
Go ahead.
even though he's lost now, it's worth revisiting the disastrous campaign that led him to this.
This is cringe. By the way, and I hate the word, but this is cringe. Go.
This is when he got AOC to come out.
Look at how, dude. Look at what. Watch.
This was in the South Bronx.
What is Carver doing?
The same place Trump
like waving his
Yeah, you're not a rapper.
And then next, just go to the one of Bowman.
Look.
Go to the one of Bowman.
This election
He had Bernie
is one of the
Sanders
most
come out on
Look at
the
Bernie.
in the
He called his hair with a
history
balloon.
of
Now,
America.
he should have came out and done all that. I would be impressed then if he danced like AOC.
And then we got the next one of Bowman.
Oh, okay. Dude,
Look at
Jack,
this.
Well, let me hear. I gotta hear this.
We're gonna show them who the fuck we
Oh,
are.
no wonder why he lost. Yeah, no wonder why he lost. Look at his gut. Look at his belt. Yeah, this is the congressman. Yo, who the fuck?
There's a very important point I need to make here. Members of Congress should not wear shorts.
Yeah.
You should never see a member of Congress wearing shorts.
Well, pause it.
I don't care how hot it is in New York when you're doing this.
No shorts. Connor, that's a great
only
point.
wear
That was
pants.
worse than AOC.
That was horrible. Yeah, that was horrible. Now,
So
what's the-
this was another clip that he put out from earlier in that same campaign where
It's like your skit.
it would seem as though he pulled the fire alarm and set off the emergency sprinklers
That's
wherever
so
he is.
funny.
No, he's standing in the rain to have his dramatic moment. As you can see, everyone else is under a tent.
Yeah, but he has no hair. Just let it go.
Yeah. But, you know, he lost. This whole thing was ridiculous. But if you go 2 videos ahead, Humberto, this one to cut to, or I'm sorry, the next one, real quick. One more. All right, there we go.
Oh, my God.
This is a video he put out on his social media. Jamaal Bowman is 48 years old.
Holy shit.
This is a video of him clean repping 405 bench press for three reps with actually good form.
Let me see.
And I hate to give credit to Democrats for doing things,
Let me see it.
but for a 48-year-old guy to be able to move that kind of weight,
That's calling BS.
Holy shit, Brandon.
that's pretty
You
impressive.
think they're fake plates?
No,
Yes.
those are real.
You think
No,
so?
I mean, that's real.
No,
Or-
bro. He's not a good
405?
actor. He cleared that. No, that's real.
You asked where he got the guns
His legs are
from.
moving.
That's
That looks
it.
real.
Republicans need to be putting on masks in order to compete with their Democratic challengers here.
Yeah, he's strong as shit.
Well, I
But-
spend less time in the gym, more time in the
Exactly.
office, and
Yeah,
you'd
not
have a
wearing
job
shorts.
still.
So, you know, Jamaal Bowman sucks. We all know about the incident where he pulled the fire alarm to try to block that vote from happening
Yep.
and then said, oh, no, I was just trying to open the door. I didn't know how a fire alarm worked.
Yeah.
So the guy is the most Democrat-y Democrat who has ever existed. He's with it on all the progressive narratives. So it's good to see him gone and replaced with some sort of ostensible centrist, I guess. Unless, of course, that centrist happens to be bought and paid for by foreign actors.
Oh, man.
Which is the other relevant point I need to get to, because George Latimer and Jamaal Bowman in their competition is now the most expensive House primary election in U.S. history, because Bowman spent about $14 million advertising.
On shorts,
AIPAC.
shorts and t-shirts.
Bowman spent like $20 million plus. AIPAC, which is the America-Israel Public Affairs Committee.
Uh-oh.
They're the group that advances the interests of the Israeli government in the United States.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Spent $14 million advertising
Too
against
powerful.
Jamaal
Oh,
Bowman.
Against him.
Because Bowman is a
Sorry. Sorry.
because
I
Jamaal-
can't
shut
get
it
this
off.
to
You're gonna
stop.
hide your ass
I don't
under
know
the
why
thing.
it won't stop. Sorry.
I just heard Rob treasonous piece of.
I didn't mean that towards Jamaal Bowman. Sorry.
because Jamaal Bowman is aggressively anti-Israel. He is pro-Palestine. He called the reports of people being raped and beheaded during the Hamas attacks. He called it propaganda. He said it was fake. He said it never happened. He apologized for that later, but he is fully on the side of Palestine, says Israel is occupying the territory and needs to be kicked out. So, of course, AIPAC backed him, or backed his challenger to get him out. And this is nothing new for AIPAC this cycle, because they also spent a ton of money trying to oust Thomas Massie in his district. That ultimately failed.
He's the same guy that went on Tucker and said that every representative of Congress has a AIPAC member.
Yes.
That's
Handler.
handler. Except
Yeah.
for him.
He said, well, we'll have to call my AIPAC guy, is what they say.
Yeah.
Babysitter.
And
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro goes like this: "It's not a handler.
It's just a lobbyist, which is
It's
just
a
as
lobbyist.
bad.
It's a handler.
But
So
it's
shut
a
the hell
handler.
up, Ben."
But the way they got Jamaal Bowman out was AIPAC and a large group of local rabbis who hate Bowman for being anti-Israel, anti-Semitic, whatever. They went around and got a bunch of Republicans and independents to re-register as Democrats so they could vote in the primary against Bowman.
Oh snap!
So they got pro-Israel independents and Republicans, two groups that generally are more pro-Israel, because a huge chunk of the Democratic base has moved pro-Palestine. So they got them all to change parties, because there's no chance a Republican's going to win the district, so why not vote for the most pro-Israel Democrat you can find? So they led this huge thing to have people change parties and pick a new congressman. And
When you say they, who are they?
AIPAC, the America Israel Public Affairs Committee, this organization with no ties to anything. Yeah, and so basically, they've been doing that. They did it against Thomas Massie. They spent a crap ton of money against Brandon Herrera in Texas, and ultimately beat him in a Republican primary a few weeks ago. So all around the country, as primaries come up, they are backing the most pro-Israel person.
Wow.
With obscene amounts of money.
So here's my question to you: when you say the other squad members, how is AIPAC not paying, giving the person they're running?
Well, AOC is a megastar,
Yeah,
so how do you defeat
there's certain
that?
ones that are untouchable, like the core three: AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar.
How
They're not going anywhere.
How are they untouchable?
Because Ilhan Omar's district is made up of
mostly.
Somali Muslims. Because they can't go there and say, hey, we need to switch you guys to whoever's pro-Israel. Very similar with Rashida Tlaib. And AOC is just untouchable because she's the face
and
of all.
Ilhan Omar is the one that allegedly married her brother.
Yes. For immigration fraud purposes. no
Yeah,
less.
I'm pretty sure he was like, "Hey,
Imagine going through all that, and then he could have came across the border illegally. And
I don't know why anybody does any of that bullshit. Just come to the border, you dumb bastard."
So,
Yeah, you're untouchable if you're popular enough. Like Thomas Massie made it through that. Like
Yeah.
they tried to do the same thing to him.
Good.
because he's also in a deep red district that's not.
But even
going
Trump
anywhere.
tried to go against him in 2020.
Yeah.
He still made
Yeah.
it. So it's like if you're popular enough in your district, you could make it through almost.
And you remember
anything.
that very famous incident where Massie and Bowman actually were fighting in
in the hallway, and they kept
over
yelling.
gun control.
Yeah.
And Bowman was screaming like, "Kids are dying! You gotta regulate guns! You can't!" And it was this whole thing. Massie actually just tweeted this morning, I'm gonna miss our friendly chats in the halls.
Nice.
So, in conclusion, Jamaal Bowman is leaving. The squad is down a member. But is that a good thing? That remains to be seen, because maybe we traded one terrible thing for another based on who's funding who.
We're gonna
We'll
find
have
out.
to see on that one.
What do you think, Just?
I think that Thomas Massie is one of the only real people in Washington, D.C., and I think we should get rid of AIPAC
In AIPAC
altogether.
Yeah.
Altogether. America first is America first, not accept Israel in front of America.
Yeah.
Thomas Massie introduced a bill to have every member of AIPAC register as a foreign agent.
Oh, you know who else did that? Well, it was in a different organization, but Kennedy did the same thing in the 60s. He wanted, there was the largest Israeli lobbying firm in the United States. He made them register as foreign agents, and then he mysteriously
Look what
got
happened to him.
half his head shot off. Be careful, Thomas Massie.
All I'm saying is if the I in AIPAC stood for Italy, everyone would assume it was the mob. So
That's a great point.
Very, very good point.